Oh, yes.
We are here.
We are here.
I'm back.
Good evening.
Hello.
We have Logan from the Serial Killers. Dina from
GMDR.
Mountain Dew Rangers.
Green Mountain Dew Rangers.
Green Mountain Dew Rangers.
GMDR.
Just this guy.
Yeah. I am this guy.
Spartan 6 Bubba.
Oi.
Official Ranger Case. Ranger David. Spartan 6 Shifty. And this guy's off camera because he doesn't want to be seen. There's his hand. Pleasure yourself to that image.
You're halfway.
That is say your name.
Adam.
This is that guy.
Adam.
Okay,
Rangers. What's up?
you're part of that image, so.
Alright, good. Alright. So, the official AAR after action report. Day 1, photograph, AIRSOFT 2017.
I'm new to the program.
We each get one word.
What?
We each get one word.
Yeah, one word.
One word to describe.
What do you mean?
Just one word. One
One
fuck
word.
Some words.
One
This
word for
shit
the
show's
AAR.
already turned into a shit show.
One
We're
word
not
for
even
the
drunk.
Cluster. Fuck.
Clusterfuck. Broken.
Everything.
I did not get
Pain.
to. I did not get to
Oh.
experience this event very much. because my guy was
Emotional.
down.
Yeah.
So,
Corey
we
had no
missed
security.
Logan. You. Clusterfuck.
Agreed.
Yeah, everyone. Well, okay, why is it a
It's a
clusterfuck?
unanimous decision.
Why is it a clusterfuck?
It's almost as if command was like, well then. Nobody wanted to listen,
Everybody wanted to move.
and
Airsofters don't shoot much.
yeah, no. People who take the game serious pick and choose their targets. People
We
who
take it
want,
serious, but
we take it serious.
yeah.
But that's what the retard is.
Yeah.
I think I know what the breakdown point is in this event. You have a chain of command down to only the company level, and then yes, you have a chain of command in small little independent teams like what we have, but there's no set chain of commands from the company level down. So you don't have platoon or squad level leadership actually affecting the orders that the company command levels want. So that combined with the fact that this team is mainly for non-Wilson types that aren't trained or don't train. You have basically the action of herding cats. That's the best way I know to describe
There's
it.
a bunch of foxes around looking for a rabbit.
I'm gonna do.
Monkeys looking for football.
Yeah. Being the XO for one of them, I can attest to that.
120th, right?
120th, yes. We've had some issues, some meaning a lot, and issues meaning major pains in my butt, and emotional occasional breakdowns. I will say there's one. I have to say there was one person who was nice enough to actually let me punch him 3 times in the carrier. After I kicked the 4 or 5 times and almost took it down with each kick. Yeah, so that whole ordeal, this whole thing has happened because when one plan, we're not told basically if one plan falls, this is what we should do. We're told if one plan falls, you're fucked. That's how it is. There's no, hey, here's what we should probably do in case. Let's have a backup plan. Let's have a backup plan to our backup plan, and a backup plan to our backup plan to our backup plan. Basically, you need to have everything basically planned out prior in case, and you need to basically plan for the case. Yeah, you need to basically plan for the worst case scenario. And for me, having, and I'm not like ghosting my friend on this, but I had a friend who was telling me what was going on NATO side. I'm not naming, but he ended up telling me what they were doing. And in me knowing that, I brought it up.
After interrogations.
Was it? Yes, very, very hard interrogation.
Very hard Russian interrogation.
After asking him to change my spring too. That was totally it. But he told me what their ideas were going to be for this year and what they were going to do. And what was the whole thing? Now, sadly, he wasn't able to make it, but I found out that it was actually true, because what happens, what I try to tell my, the general, our main man here, what happened, this is what they're actually going to do. He goes, don't worry, he's like, we'll be fine, we'll be able to get it. But it's, well, no, they're basically planning for us to do this, and they're trying to get in our heads. I was making sure to make that apparent to him that this is what NATO does. The year I was here prior, and now I've noticed NATO likes to get in the heads of Warsaw, because there are some people, names not being said, who just don't know how to handle themselves properly and cause very much pain and turmoil to people and whatnot. So mainly what it comes down to is the fact of no one freaking listened to me. I told them so, and holy crap, I want to kill someone so badly with how stupid this turned out and how it could have gone really, really well, but it didn't, because no one wants to listen to each other, because when one thing goes wrong, it's one person's fault, and they don't ever take responsibility for it either.
Now, and then we shut up.
Now,
And then you guys shut up and save my butt.
well, so there was a saving grace out there.
There was a saving grace. I will have to say, so these two. Okay, so yeah, they may be like the new, they were the new recruits, and now they're actually part of this. I'm thanking God for that main reason. So I got stuck as having to basically put myself as CO and appoint someone as an XO, even though that's not really what the hell I'm allowed to do. But who cares? Technicalities. I decided to take it upon myself to do it, and I was running out of my own team wasn't even there. I had like maybe 5 people on 120th. Mind you, 120th was actually made up of 14 people. That was you're not supposed to have less than like 25. But
weren't all the sign-ons that
Registered for 120th. I talked to Casper before Saturday. He talked about they had registered about 30 people.
yeah.
In years past, 120th is usually a dump unit where a lot of walk-ons, people who don't know what to do when they're sent to 120th.
Yep.
This year they took that away, and Casper explained the reason he did that was because of how much of a clusterfuck that becomes. The idea is like you just try to stick with fewer number that would stay committed. Man, I mean, 20, 30 guys did stay generally, but leadership, again, as we discussed, still fell apart.
But that's the thing is that even those 14 guys didn't stay committed, and only 5, and like I'll say 5 out of the 14 were even there. I mean, it got to the point where it was freaking ridiculous. I'm talking about, like, I should have had my men with me after this thing fell apart and Cass was gone. I should have had my men still stuck by my side, or at least had half of them with me. I had maybe 5, and to only have those there, these two came in handy. I couldn't believe, like, I was sitting there, I was calling in 117th, and random guys who were just falling back, who had just got done, getting shot up or whatever, had nowhere to go. I'm like, look, come with me, come here. And then these two show up. And I basically was like, okay, well, I kind of told them to do their thing. And mostly, and it was, they told me what they were going to do. Honestly, it sounded better than what I could have thought about. So I said, all right, go do it. I want you to do it. The moment, like, they're gone for a while, and I'm thinking to myself, oh gosh, maybe worst case scenario? Heck no. Best case scenario, they come back with more intel. More intel than anyone who had been gone longer had ever given me. And
trained them to good.
yeah, I mean, you guys really came in like clutch for me. I honestly have to say that was probably the saving grace of that entire thing, was you guys coming in and even just being there constantly. I mean, you guys didn't have to be there. You guys basically chose to be there, even though you guys could have easily left me, like everyone else, like people were doing. You could have easily left me, instead you didn't, and that made me feel more secure in my position as in command, and made me feel like I actually had people who were supportive of what I was talking about, what I wanted, and what I was trying to achieve. And that right there says a lot, and that honestly, I must be really sitting here at word of my heart.
Oh.
So thank you for saving my butt.
Well, the funny thing is most of us here, our whole team here we registered under 117. But we knew as a team coming.
The commander.
I haven't either.
It's funny because I don't even know the commander.
I don't even know anyone.
We all registered under 117 to show up here. But we know we knew coming here, like every year that we come here, we do our own thing. Every year that we come here, because everything becomes
Not true.
not every
Not
year.
true. Like
Not every
2012,
2013, you know, we did it.
The last couple of
The
years.
last couple of years, we knew what we were doing. Those were the years we won, you know.
Yeah.
But this year, or past couple of years, past like 2 or 3 years, we knew we were coming here to do our own thing, because everything always broke down the past couple of years. So I mean, like I said, we registered under 117 just to show up, and then we ended up under 120, getting asked to take names.
Yeah, you
You
guys.
lost your voice so hard.
I know.
Yeah.
And
Fucking
I'm gonna
yelled
throw this
so
out
much.
too. That right after you had see how it actually shown right back up in the not so nick of time, and basically kind of told, basically the long and short of it told me you could have done better. Actually those were verbatim.
Yeah.
I got to the point where I basically Jesus walked through gunfire, somehow didn't get shot, and then battery died, and I just walked off the field. And this guy watched me emotionally break down, which doesn't happen a lot. But today it happened a lot. And then I ran into all these guys. And then I decided I wanted to talk to command because I had a long chat with them, and they were telling me you really do need to do something about this whole situation. I agreed with them. So
You only
It's
do so
not-
much of what you got.
right. So I decided to try to do something about it. And
You brain the crap.
I
Screaming.
go
We need
from
help now.
being really, really calm, leaving to, oh my God, guys, I need your help right now. We're like freaking out,
Now,
screaming at them.
10 minutes later, we're all loaded. And
Yeah,
going.
like no, I think it was 10 minutes later. There was like maybe 5 minutes max, and we were like, all like, I need you guys ready. Like 5 minutes, like, let's go. We were all ready, and then all of a sudden, we're all charging the freaking field, and I'm sending them to their freaking death.
Yeah.
Because I was told that the area we were going for was attainable. In whose
Not so
eyes?
much.
Whose eyes?
I want to know in whose eyes was this attainable, because it was nowhere near that.
Hey, we still
I
put in
got-
work.
I got
put in
no.
work.
These guys, I'm
What
not gonna lie,
objective
I
did
end up
you
kind
guys
of
go
getting
for?
screwed over, and
It
these
was
guys
a
put more.
holiday in
No, who exactly?
and we
when she came back screaming, I think is what he's talking about.
Yeah.
When she came back screaming, we
It was-
loaded
it
the
was-
fucking
So we
Yeah,
actually
you
got
guys-
across the DMZ this year, at least.
Like I came back screaming and hollering and yelling that I needed help, and like I need you guys right now, and I was like doing the I need you right now. I hope to Jesus you like do it like pray to God speech or
And we
trying to
kicked
go
out
off.
a four-man fire
Yeah.
team to you.
Yeah.
I mean, I had like what? It was 5 men. I had 5
Five
men.
men. We grabbed
Four men,
Tim.
yeah, four.
We grabbed him.
Yeah, we
wanna
had
hear
a
something?
4-man team, and I grabbed Tim right after us. It was just boom, everyone was gone.
I was loading my mag so fast. I was like, oh,
I couldn't believe how fast they got ready, because honestly, I was ready, and I'm looking over, and like they're already heading this way. I was like, yes, this makes it feel so good.
Now that
I'm
was
gonna make up for what I did.
I do have a good. I have a.
Hold on, real quick.
That's discipline training right there.
Yeah, that four-man tire. Words are hard.
Words.
It's like the best statement.
That four-man fire team was myself, Panda, Bubba, at the time recruit Case, now Ranger Case, and at the time recruit David, now Ranger David. We kicked out a four-man fire team and was on her 6, like she said, within 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I was not prepared. I was dehydrated and about to die.
I felt so terrible though,
I
because he
was
was.
I
blind in my
slammed.
bed.
I slammed 2 bottles of water. Almost puked running onto the field. I'm just like, okay, fuck it, I'm going.
Okay, I didn't really know about that part, so it makes me like worse.
Why was it a cluster?
The reason that I felt so bad though is because his voice was gone, and I made it worse.
Whatever
I made it so
fucking
much worse.
Well, the thing is what became of the clusterfuck is me and Chandler. I had 2 mags left. I was absolutely about to go black on ammo. I had 2 mags left when we found her. We found her, and then you were trying to set a lineup. I had 2 mags left. I'm just like, if we set in this, we're gonna be fucked, because I am the least supportive here. I have 2 mags, and I can't really do anything.
Yeah, that's bullcrap.
Yeah, well, yeah, but at that point, as hard as you were trying to set up, I wouldn't have been able to do anything. As hard as as hard as the line as you were trying to set up, I had 2 smoke grenades, 2 magazines in my handgun.
Yeah, I asked a lot out of these guys, but I will say they produced. That was amazing. I was barely producing because I had no clue what the hell I was doing because I also had a battery that was hanging halfway out of my gun, like this much out of my gun because it couldn't fit in it. So I had a battery hanging out of my gun, my socks hanging open, and I'm like, all right, I'm screwed one way or another. So here we go.
Well, look at the bright side.
I had
You
you guys.
had every other squad out here. You came to run and chose us.
There's
to
a
help you.
damn reason, guys.
And when you did that, that means we put a lot. Like that means we
As
put.
an American Muslim says,
Sorry,
we do work.
You guys,
I didn't even do it. My gun was down. I'm fucking bringing it.
you guys like put a lot of faith. You guys put faith in me in the fact of like when I just came around here just because I decided to vent my problems to you guys. You guys sat here and actually welcomed me and like talked to me and actually, it made me feel like
the problems out and
help me fix it. And you guys honestly, like, you made me feel like I, wasn't stupid. I knew what I was talking about. I actually, felt like I was actually in a place where
this.
I'm smarticle.
You got this.
I got this.
Alright, so
I'm gonna jump back into what I was I'm gonna jump back into what I was saying. But it was me and Case after she tried to. Words are hard.
Stop words.
Stop
this
words.
is the biggest clusterfuck of the
Yeah, this is the biggest clusterfuck for my part of the day because this was after our large push, where me and Welch's and our guys' large push getting across the fire line. I dumped almost all my ammo.
Yep.
Yeah. I literally became the saw gunner for everybody else, and I was cutting brush for everybody else so they could see what the fuck they were shooting at.
The funny part was I don't think you realized that half of our goggles were foggy, so we really couldn't see out of the way.
I couldn't see shit either. I couldn't see. This was me. Okay, guys, let's do this. Okay, pop smoke. Okay, let's do this some more.
And then I got everyone shut up.
Yeah, and then I was like, this was after that. I had 2 mags left. I had like half or less than half a mag that was in my gun, and I had one still in my PC. I'm just like, I can't say I am not effective here because once we did set that line, we would take hard fire.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not effective here, so me and Case kind of had to exfil. I sent him back up the fucking road because I'm like, you have ammo, get the fuck back up there. I'm just like, okay, I'll be back. And then I died when I got here because I was so dehydrated. I was like, okay.
Let's go back and start from the beginning of the day. Play out here a little bit.
Yeah.
Where did we start from?
We started.
And what were our actions in the morning?
In the morning was we were observing. First thing in the morning because we wanted to see how the battle was going.
Let the stupidity run itself.
Let the stupidity run itself. We kind of saw it. I got them 6 juicy shots on my GoPro. But like I said, we were letting the stupidity run itself.
We were between Gotha.
We were between Gotha and we were at 117. We were at 117 when we started.
On that downgraded road.
Odor.
Odor.
Yeah.
We were at Odor. We let the stupidity run itself, and I was dumbfounded myself at what the actual Whiskey Tango Foxtrot is going on. I'm just like, oh my god, here we go again.
So we knew that was a cluster. I think a few of us got hit.
Pulled
back.
We pulled back. We went all the way back. We came back. We ended up going down the road and up the hill, which we pushed up the hill.
The wood line.
We entered the wood line. NATO SF had dropped, so we took a lot of contestants from them. We fucked them up.
We went all the way down to that back cave.
Yeah, we went all the way down to the back cave, come back around.
We went into the creek down there and wind our way up, start going up that
road. Then we started meeting up with 120th.
Right.
The few contingents we had went up there.
And we fought our way up that fucking hill.
We fought our way up the hill because we still had a couple NATO SF
I know
guys
that
up there.
Logan and I were bounding in the prone, fighting our way up the hill.
I followed Snowflake 1 and Snowflake 2 up the hill to give them fire support.
Yeah.
At the time, they were Snowflake. But at the time, they bounded up the hill. Chandler got hit. I couldn't raise him on radio for a good 10 minutes. When he finally got back on radio and said he was in there, he thought he was the only guy in there. I'm like, oh hell. Here I go. When we were going up the hill, you know the bunkers that
the 120th starting area?
120th starting
area?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know that area very well.
Yeah, there was a radio problem.
There was a radio problem at that point. But once I finally got him raised on radio, I booked it and about died trying to get into the bunker up there.
Which I had to comment, we had pretty good communication.
We had good communications throughout the game. It's just that it was that one point where we had some strange malfunction. But I finally got him on radio. I booked it into there. We had 3 guys.
Well, you guys went up and took that building.
We went up and took the building.
I think that's when
We had
came
3
up.
guys. We
I
had
came
me.
back down. I think that's when I ran into you.
Yeah, we had me.
That was when I.
Yeah, we had me, David.
We'll get that in a second.
We had me, David, and some random other Warsaw player in the bunker holding the fuck down.
Yeah.
When you guys finally pushed up through the front, because I had no angle in the front. I would never have no angle in the front because I had contact to my, in the bunker I was at, I had contact to my front, but I had no openings.
Right.
And I had no cover to peek out and shoot through. But so I sent him to the next little bunker over. He had good cover, so I was able to fucking combat control the area. And my other little mate, or not Nate,
I think that's
Warsaw
when you and
guy.
I came up parallel.
Yeah,
to the fire break.
that's when you and him came up parallel, started sweeping up, clearing out. I was able to get a line of fire on the guys that were up the hill.
Right.
I
I think we took out a few of them that were just inside the fire break, leaving the stress on your position so you could handle the other side.
Yeah.
We kicked them back across the fire break.
And that's when 120 started to come back in and start to retake.
I think I got hit at that point and moved back down. And then I ran into her.
Yeah, he ran into me first because I was raging in the
I
DZ zone.
heard the voice and I was like,
And then I
That
came
sounds
raging
familiar.
over.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I was
yeah,
pissed
yeah.
off because I couldn't find out that my CO was actually gone.
That was right before we made the push across.
Was going to be gone.
On the way back.
And then in the process of finding out, I see him and he's like, "What's wrong?" And I decided to go unleash everything on him. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. And it just went off. And I was like, "Hi."
what did I say?
And he said, "The monkey found the football."
And I was like, you want some help? And
I was
she's
like,
yes!
I think
what did I do?
you did exactly what I needed. I can't even, I mean, there's a long list of what you did for me. You might want to do it for me because there's a list.
All right, so basically, I looked around real quick, saw the situation, and basically started barking orders, popping smoke, setting support by fire, and getting dudes pounded across the fucking objective.
But
And
dude, no
at
one
that
listened
time,
to me.
then the rest of the team started to show up, and that kind of got help. I mean, we started to receive on enemy fire because NATO reinforced that section. And by that time, I was black on ammo. I think half everybody else was too. Corey's gun was down, and I was hungry.
And in the meantime, I was looking for my CO still. And the entire time, all I'm doing is, calming for him, doing what I
It was
can.
some other commander or whatever showed up after I think you had to leave.
Yeah, it was.
And once again, he tried to take charge and turn the monkey found the football.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it, I'm out.
So, and that whole thing with that, like, in the effect of that happening, I feel like there should have been.
The day a few times.
Yeah, I feel like let's humor this. They saved my ass as much as they saved everyone else's fucking asses. I'm done. I'm just throwing that out now. Because it came to the point where no matter what anyone else did, it did not work. If I didn't have these guys stupid enough to follow me, we had like what? I think it was like we had 50. After it came out saying we had like 54 minutes till we had to be till like the game was completely over, and like that portion was like phenomenal because we probably got on there at 50 minutes till then, but we still wrecked. Well, they wrecked. I was kind of injured in the process because I'm a gangster.
Oh.
yeah, it happens a lot. But regarding command in general to this whole situation, it's just becoming from where I was even told prior to this that we were going to be having the command meeting tonight. It's 11:30 at night. There ain't no damn command meeting. There ain't no fucking command meeting. I have seen one. I haven't seen a commanding officer at all. No one has even lifted their asses up out of a damn chair and said something. No one has gotten to a point. The freaking general hasn't even said anything to anyone.
He came and he's gone.
I'm alive.
Oh,
You come, you fuck shit up, you leave.
Yep.
That's my life.
Is that what we do?
Yeah, I mean,
That's my job.
Isn't that what you did for me?
That's my job.
All right, Chandler.
I mean,
Even in the
Why?
school.
it's like here's anything, but here I come to fuck shit up.
Chandler, why was it a clusterfuck for you?
Well, again, there's a list. But I mean, all of us are taking different angles at it, so I guess I'll talk about something that we did versus what happened and that Adam always talked about when it came to communication, chain of command. So Adam always talked about what there was some issues with that at the Warsaw command level, a possibility of it. For us as a team, we have a very clear structure on that, and are committed to stay on that. A second aspect in conjunction with that is the use of communication, whether that's verbal or radios. For me, this is probably the best use of radio communication at any level of unit I've seen in an AIRSOFT game.
Let's still have to get on you about it. Hey, I'm in this building. Shut the fuck up. Get on the radio and tell me that. Don't tell the enemy.
Anyway,
Yeah, I'm sorry about that too.
He's going to be a lieutenant, so
Yeah. All right.
as I was saying,
Sorry, I had to rag on you a little bit.
whenever you think you're going to get on the radio in the real military, just think back to your CFAC days and hand the radio to an MCL.
What else was a clusterfuck?
point being, in comparison to teams I've been on in the past, I knew that one, there's an extremely high likelihood our radios would actually work with headsets. I know you've always had to use kind of a conjunction of like Motorola's and like maybe a couple guys on our team had a couple more different brands and constantly had like mashed them together to figure out if the batteries are working, different types of headsets, and on and on. Not just do we have uniformity of that, but also we had confidence in being able to work. Everyone knew how to use them. And when I utilized it, I had a very extremely high likelihood knowing that it was going to work and that someone on the other side of that line was going to respond in a timely manner.
It was gonna work every time.
Yep. And a lot of that isn't
As long
just
as my earpiece doesn't fucking fall out.
Yeah, that was my main.
Yeah,
Try
that's-
using a
But,
phone
you
mic.
don't even notice it sometimes. It
Well,
falls
the
out.
thing
You're like,
is-
oh shit. I probably missed a lot.
Yeah, see, that's the thing is the throat mic. I don't like throat mic because the earpiece is what I need to stay in. I can hit that. I can hit that button
Yeah, this
easy.
is fine.
Yeah.
It's the earpiece staying in
Hearing
itself.
the quality earpiece.
Well, what I'm laughing
It's
about.
custom, but
Well, yeah, well, what I hate was that the thing was, I guess it's meant for men, not women, because this thing was literally like a freaking necklace on me. It was like out to here, and I'm having, like, every time I have to push things back and, like, choke myself into doing this number, like, feel like I'm like, give myself a freaking, like,
first
doing that.
all you don't have to push up. All you gotta do is just push
Like,
up.
literally, it kept falling down.
Oh.
It wouldn't stay in one position, so it's sliding like this because I'm sweating like we're in a church.
Super glue. Then you get the Asian,
Super glue.
Asian hit
Yeah.
throw mic.
It's like, typically,
Asian throat mics.
walk around.
Right.
Oh my god.
Chandler, sorry we keep interrupting you.
So for some context for the viewers, the type of mics and headsets we use, the headsets are almost kind of like FBI police style, one-sided earpiece with a
Yeah, code red.
clear. What's it
No,
called?
no, we're not mentioning brands. We're not getting paid for it.
Okay.
This is a live stream. We can just fucking talk about whatever.
All right, they're code red.
Everyone told me that, but they didn't pay.
On a
Recruit. Recruit. Headset.
Oh, recruit headset.
Yeah, the
Code red recruit headsets.
with the cable to it.
We're great, but
I'm just like leave that part out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we use the biofangs. We won't tell you which one because they're secret. But
It doesn't matter. I got them special for
yeah, that's the thing. Is like we use biofangs. They're specially programmed for our command or not our command channel itself.
I have the same radio.
Yeah, but we're
Yeah,
You have to have like the legit portion of it. I just have the channel 1, 2. Okay, this actually works.
Yeah, well, I've actually gone in and programmed them
Yeah.
myself and actually have them scrambled secure.
Well, the programmer doesn't talk to me now because of that whole situation with the yeah. So any whore, continue.
No, that was pretty much it. I just wanted to stress that. I mean, there's a lot we could talk about, and probably will as we go around, but Yeah, that's just one angle that I wanted to focus on. It's just, part of what me and David did on that second half of that day as we got back on the field was we kind of just started at Gotha, and then just went down.
We started goth, then we went to punk rock.
We pretty much we went to every major starting area for Warsaw and said, "What's going on? What's going on?" And we told everybody what's going on because no one really had radio communication with the leaders. And when we got to you, we kind of mentioned it, and we realized part of it also was not just communication, but also where would me and David, and eventually if the other guys came back up on the field, where would we want to go?
That was my problem.
And we found that there's probably a lot of potential if we can get everything organized. Stick with you and try to go that way.
Yeah, that was my problem. I tried to link up with these two guys when I got back on the field for the not the later portion, but the middle portion. I got back on the field. Nobody was telling me anything. I got in contact with them until they told me where they were. I started making my way that way. Nah, fuck words. But started making my way towards their paws, and all of a sudden I'm like, I get up to Gotha. I get up to Gotha. All the guys are sitting on their asses, kind of BSing. And all of a sudden I'm like, hey, there's a lot of NATO guys over there. It looks like they're gonna make a charge. And as soon as I said, oh, they're gonna make a charge, here they come. Like, where's Harvey? Oh, there the fucking is.
Gentlemen, prepare to defend yourselves.
Yeah, you sound like the version of like kind of Christian Bale Batman going on right now. So if you say where's Harvey Dent, I really want to hear it right now.
Where's Harvey Dent?
Okay, there you go.
Where is he? Where is he?
He does it best when his voice is completely gone. So I'm just throwing that out now. So that's yes.
Where's Harvey Dent?
That's how NATO.
Where is he?
That's how NATO came over.
But I tried to get to them, and then I'm just like, where? And then it dawned on me. It's like, okay, here comes NATO. Where is our command for Gotha? Oh, they're sitting beside the fucking tank launcher, drinking a beer and fucking smoking. I'm like, guys,
In that voice.
they're coming. Well, not this voice. I had totally lost my voice at that point. But
You were losing it.
I'm just like, guys, they're coming. And they're just like, okay. Then I'm like, oh, okay, I got this. Man, went and killed like 25 people in the span of 10 seconds.
Now I am dying to talk about the night portion game.
Oh,
We're gonna
please
fast
do.
forward.
We got one more person to talk to.
And then we got to hit those last 15 minutes.
Your
Before
favorite
the night
clusterfuck of the day.
It's having secret butt.
It was really a clusterfuck. It's just something that.
Oh, it was absolutely
It was-
clusterfuck.
no.
I wasn't even there.
No, I'm talking about like it's not like really a big issue for me.
Yeah.
It was just something that really pissed me off the most, which was when we came to help you. I was able to get a whole bunch of kills in,
Yeah.
but when you got hurt and they was walking off the field,
Yeah.
I saw this one NATO guy in the distance behind a bunker. And I was like, why not just, get one more kill in? Why
Why
don't I?
not, right?
Why not kill?
So-
why not satisfy the blood?
Hey,
Yeah,
but still again, no scope, no.
Yeah, this
optic
guy
at all.
lost his optic on the field and he's just been using
No iron sights.
no
No
iron
nothing.
sights, no
Just-
nothing, just straight rail eyesight.
Yeah, and I just see him, and so I'm like, all right, let me go ahead and get this last kill, then follow along. I
Just
shot
take a moment.
two pellets at him. One of them hit, one of them missed. He didn't want to call it, so I did it again.
Welcome to FULDA.
Boom, hit him clearly. He had like no draw, so he started walking down the hill. I put it in full auto.
He hit the retard switch.
And I just sprayed him, and then he fell over and just started rolling. Got right back up, and like nothing happened. Then I just sprayed him again, and then one guy from the distance, I didn't even see him because I was just enjoying myself. I was already out, so I was on my way back to walk off. I got a sniper in the distance that sniped me right here in the
Right in the eye pro.
in my eye pro, and I'm like, wow, okay.
All right. Thanks, bro. Thanks, Ross.
I mean,
needed it.
at least and my thing is, at least I can call my hit. Unlike the little fat fuck that was out there.
Drop the mic. Boom, boom.
And I hope you're watching.
I'm gonna do a one real quick topic. When
I'm
she
taking a leak.
all right, when she came back yelling for us that she needed people, when we set up that 4-man fire team and then grabbed Tim on the way out, I was like, okay, I'm dehydrated, slammed 2 bottles of water, almost threw up on the way down there. I'm like, okay, let's go anyway. I don't give 2 fucks. I'm ready to kill some more people. I have the bloodlust. I'm like, let's go. But we hit the field hard. It was basically, well, it was my squad because I was.
Yeah, I made him lead it actually.
Yeah,
Personally,
because it was my squad because it was my 2 guys.
it made sense.
Just like, you know what? I got this. And I got this.
You got it.
Yeah. I died a lot. I died a lot, but well, actually, I didn't die a lot. I got hit a couple times, came back, and then hit it hard. We killed it.
Yeah.
The hard thing is this is the thing about Warsaw that everybody knows about every year. When it gets to that later in the afternoon part, everybody's gone.
Yep.
Everybody's gone. NATO still has a lot of guys on the field because they
I
haven't
don't
been.
even know how. It's like,
I will tell you.
I know why. Because they fucking can't.
I will tell you why they're on the field that much, because there's a certain bit of drive that they have that Warsaw does. I love being on Warsaw, but there are some times where I'm just like, can we have the same drive as NATO?
Well, I think part of that also is because they're winning in that situation.
Yeah.
Because I know back in 2011 and 2013 or 14, when Warsaw was winning games, the exact same thing was happening to NATO, and NATO was stuck.
I got shot in the ass
Morale,
8
yeah, I
times.
guess
why
that's
Sunday
a good
games
way
are
to
much
put it.
better.
Morale does drop, and I think
Because
that comes. I think that's part of it is when
So
morale
it goes with what you
drops.
said earlier, where NATO's goal is to break.
Yeah, and mentally breaking someone, yeah, it's when you break morale, everyone gives up. People give up, and that's. I mean, for a while, when Warsaw used to win all the time. Well, I heard Warsaw used to win all the time.
We won,
That's
what,
and
6
like
years in a row?
yeah,
No, it was 3 years.
just like 3 years in a row,
3 years
like
in a
that.
row,
And
yeah.
I had heard about it. I was going, huh, we're gonna fuck shit up this year. Like I said, last year was like that didn't happen. I was like, we're gonna do it this year. It happened. I was like, I'm not too sure right now.
I mean, but I'm gonna go back to.
I want to repeat one thing real quick. I just want to say one thing.
Go.
Shut up, Christian.
I went to sleep, and I woke up to you saying you needed help.
Yeah, he was passed out in the chair.
I was gone, and all I know is I had to get up. Well, the first time I went to sleep and I woke up with Ranger Adams' face in my face. Like screaming, no! And then the second time was you coming in out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, but this thing is like, she grabbed us, we set up, we hit the field hard as hell.
And I will say, the field ended up hitting me hard as hell.
Yeah, it broke you. But
Not it.
They're carrying
I'm
her back.
gonna jump. I'm gonna
First
finish this
off,
real quick.
hold on, let me finish that. Hold on a minute.
Let her talk, and we'll move on to the next discussion.
I didn't
I'll finish
completely
it after
break myself. I decided to slide on my knees and kind of didn't really think about the foot. It's fine initially. We were doing stuff, and then we decided to pop some smoke, and I ran and fell in certain various areas, and my foot went from, hey, we're in one place to, hey, let's dislocate. Let's go back to being located. Let's slightly dislocate, and let's let you fall on it and try to run and get up. Hey, by the way, here on the ground. And then I was like, and here comes a bunch of people spraying you. Oh wow, hi snow. And it was like it was literally like Game of Thrones. Winter is coming. That's all I saw.
That's the thing. It was. It's bad. It was bad for you, but it was funny to me.
It was so funny.
I was standing there. I'm like, Harley, they're
I
coming.
was not getting up.
Harley,
I was like, I'm gonna lay here for a second.
Did you get it on camera?
I think I did.
I was like, I'm gonna lay here for a second.
Well, I
because
got on my gun cam because I didn't run the GoPro.
I had it on. I just got a shot in the ear too. Process throwing this out. I'm also shocked. I'm like, give me a second, okay? I'm hurting everywhere at this
She
point.
said, "Give me a second,"
I'm
and
like,
then
give me
that's
a
when they started
second. That's when
coming.
they just start coming. I'm like,
I look at her. She says, "Give me."
Oh my God! Shut
I
up
said,
right
give
now.
me a second. And they're all, I look up and they're all
No,
gone.
you not just not hear that? Like, come on.
All right, you dirty fuck. Yeah, she said, "Give me a second," and then as soon as she said that, it's like, "Harley, they're coming, Harley." I'm like trying to grab her. She's
And
just like,
I can't get up at that point. I was just dead.
I
I was like, my foot's in pain. I'm in pain. I'm dead. Fuck life. I'm done.
like I tried to grab
We're
her,
all
and then she
together
just kind of
tomorrow.
just laid down. And
I was like,
sorry.
it was one of those things where I was like, go on without me.
Yeah,
And then when they actually left, I was like, wait, hold on, no, wait, come back.
I came back like 5 minutes later, and she's still there. I'm like, oh,
No, I didn't want. I honestly, I was glad you guys left because after I took all that, like, I literally took all that spray, I realized, well, at least they're safe. I was like, and all that matters is they got out of this shit. At least that's all that mattered.
It is like that moment from Call of Duty when
Did you
break something?
break? I was about to say Call of Duty reference.
It was like that moment from Call of Duty or whatever. I don't remember what. It might have been a video game. It might be something I just have in my head. Where there's the guy down on the ground. Then all of a sudden, here comes like 3 or 4 fresh troops kicking ass, taking names, and it's like the video camera from the guy on the ground.
Oh yeah, you have to leave him behind. It's like in Zombie. It's like Call of Duty Zombie.
It's like when we're coming back to retrieve them.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like I
you're talking
ran
about
past you. If you would have had a helmet camo, that would have been such.
Oh my god, it'd been
that would have
freaking
been such a
hilarious.
juicy shot.
It was.
I know what
plus,
you're talking about. You're
He
talking
had
about
such
soap and
I could
fries.
actually watch his form. It was very nice form. Very nice running form. Throwing that out.
I
Very
almost
nice
died.
running form. And I'm just sitting there going,
Checking
"There's
out.
running form.
This
I'm
ass.
in pain." I'm like, I'm gonna lay here still. I'm dead. I'm gone. Whatever. Life's over. And then I realized to the point where like I actually do finally get up.
Hey, just stop checking
That
my ass.
yeah, no, dude, I can't stop looking. Oh my
There's
God.
nothing there. So.
I can't stop looking at it.
There's nothing
It
there
is so
to look
hard
at.
for me to stop
You know
staring.
what? It's the same for the rest of us.
Yeah.
We all look at Bubba's ass.
Yeah, we have to look
But
at
there's nothing there.
Look, I grabbed. What are you talking about?
It grabs.
I have a tendency to smack.
Okay,
Really?
but we've got way off track.
All right.
Alright.
Basically, I finally get off my butt and finally I'm able to sort of walk, and I realized at that point I'm so dead. And this one right here, like, realizes I'm hurt. I'm like, I'm fine, whatever. Someone like kind of helps me gimp myself over to like the DZ. I'm like, all I need to do is sit down. He comes over, you okay? I was like, I'm fine. I'm like, I can't feel my foot right now.
But,
I cannot tell him I can't feel like really anything. And then he's trying, and then like I decide to fight with a fireman. And
Yeah, you really tried to fight with that
I fought with this fireman for a good solid like 3 or 4 minutes about to do. I was like, no, I'm fine. I'm gonna give him like every single time I started, I was doing like sit ups because I was getting up.
and him
I'm getting pushed
were
down.
holding you
Up.
down.
They're
trying
like,
to, trying to hold.
You
stand
like
up.
are grabbing
I
the
had
back
the
of my
back of your plate carrier right here. She's trying to stand up. I'm like,
pulling me
no.
down. He's pushing me.
No.
I'm looking at like 3 people pulling me. I'm like, no, I got this. Leave me alone. I can walk. And the moment they get me in, I feel so ashamed that the entire ride I'm doing this.
Yeah, we got her. We got her in the truck.
I'm
and
just
then
doing
we're
this
back
number,
there.
like hoping
Alright,
to God no one sees me.
We're gonna shift subjects here because we're running probably like into a 45.
Hey, Harley.
Plug it. Fuck. You mother.
Fuck words.
Fuck words.
Words. Fuck.
Hey,
Fuck
Harley.
words.
Stupid brain.
Harley.
Alright.
Yes.
You was not the only person that twisted their ankle, because on the way, like the second time in, case was going down, I had twisted my ankles not once but twice, but kept going.
Thank you for making me feel bad.
Well, she
Thank
just,
you for
she
making
just
me feel
located
bad.
hers and relocated.
That's when we was
I
catching up with
just
you on the
located-
mountain.
It was a lot more pain. All right, let's jump to the
Go
next
ahead.
subject. We're
Logan.
cutting it to an hour.
Who do you think's fucking winning right now?
And
Who I think's winning right now? Granted by what we saw,
Not including that game.
not including that game. I think NATO's winning as of now,
I can attest to
but
it.
I have all confidence that we will turn it around tomorrow. Basically, because it's what we do.
yep,
Um,
I agree with Logan because when the last 45 minutes that I was out on the field, there was no Warsaw out there.
Yeah.
There was no Warsaw.
What did we hold? Like
We-
game in, you think? Or last you saw?
We probably had some guys on the other side of a door, maybe having a couple objectives. like 120th EGI starting area, maybe. But outside of that, that was it because they nuked Gotha and someone nuked also a Dorf. So we did not actually have those objectives.
And Rex got
It
nuked.
was Rex too.
Yeah, we knew.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
true.
we had to nuke Rex to get them out of there.
So yeah, it's just, there was at least 3 nukes out there. And that's something they did last year as well, which I found really confusing.
They nuked Gotha last year like immediately.
Because it's something they do with the
That's very
It's
common.
a fail
Very
safe.
fucking common.
But the moment something goes wrong, they immediately go to nuking. And the thing is, we only have one a day, and we should have waited till we had them at FULDA.
Well, so you say that. I was under the impression that yes, both sides had 1 nuke per day, but it's not. It's based by how many points we have and how many points you're willing to give up,
Yeah,
or something like that.
but we had enough.
Because last year it had this started this trend now, which I found really shocking, was that both certain sides, particularly NATO so far, would be the ones who have multiple nukes on a day, and then they would use a third one the next day.
Yep.
And
Because they bracket
again,
points.
I mean, again, yeah, if it's based on a point system, then yeah, okay, you can do it if you do the math right. But again, that was a rule change from since as far back 2011. But then again, there's been a bunch of rule changes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess to just throw this out now, there was no reason at all that we should have lost we should have lost Leningrad. We should not have lost that at all. I fought 2 hours to defend the thing, to end up coming off and losing it, along with the starting where we first started, where 120th first started too. We lost that area. We lost basically that entire DZ. That area from right to where you guys were, East Germany, like all that side completely, we lost the entire side.
Now the goofy thing is, can we actually lose that dead zone? Oh, so we can't lose that.
You can lose it. You can lose it,
Yeah, they
and you
changed
can no
that
longer
fucking
use it.
role in like what 2015.
Yeah, if you lose, if that area gets taken over, then that DZ by the other team, that DZ becomes completely.
Yeah, but what objective is it? A Dorf?
It would be.
It'd be a flag objective.
It'd be a flag.
Yeah, would it be a Dorf?
No, I think Minigan.
Yeah, I mean,
Minigan or something.
it's Minigan. Sorry, Minigan.
Okay, so 120 is starting here.
Minigan.
Let's go.
Minigan. So Minigan.
Who do you think is winning over there?
I honestly have to say, I think NATO's winning, might be winning, but I was told, I don't know if you guys know, that tonight's, like what happened tonight in this night game counted as points.
Yeah, but I think it's only 50 points.
But it's 50 points we didn't have.
Ones we didn't have.
Yeah, exactly.
And I heard that it still counts as objective still.
It's just
But
whoever holds most objectives at the
But
game.
if we held a lot of them, then we should be able to rack up enough points. If it's only 50, that's if you even have. If it carries for more than 50, then you wrecked.
We did wreck.
Yeah, they wrecked.
Or
I
he
sat
got
down
his
here
gun
and
up
I
and he just wrecked.
and sang stuff.
What do you think?
Right now, to me, it's a close race. I think NATO has a little bit of a pull on us, like maybe 100, 150 points. That's what I last heard, was they have a little bit of a pull on us. But depending on what the night game costs and how tomorrow is going to be, I think we might have a chance to pull it back.
Sunday's always best for bullshit.
Because we lose all the players.
Exactly. We lose all the bullshit players. We actually have an equal playing field. Force on force, that is.
And I have one thing to add. Here's the funny part. Warsaw, we party Friday night hard. NATO, they party Saturday night. If you can't hear them now. They party Saturday now. Rapid. Fuck words. They party Saturday night.
Do you want to know why? Because they win Friday.
Because they win
Saturday. So because we're all partying Friday.
We all party Friday night. We're still halfway hungover.
I will say I may have been hungover, but I did my job.
I was a little groggy this
I think I'd
morning.
be better hungover.
Yeah, but
I should be hungover more often.
if we did it, then we'd just be, like them. It's not fun. They don't party as hard as we do.
Yeah, they don't party as hard as we do. As
They invited me to the beer pong.
you guys will see the footage that comes out. We had a rave. It's gonna be great.
You guy things.
So,
You got
I would say, yeah, hands down, NATO's winning right now. Bubba said maybe by 100, 150 point lead. I would say way more than that. No, I mean, nothing we can't come back from if we do really well tomorrow. And yeah, the reason I say it is for the first, I would say at least 50%, 60% of Saturday, it was pretty 50-50 on the DMZ. But of course, because NATO being defensive starts with more objectives, that means of course they have more objectives each hour, or however often they do the point system. It was only when I believe the last 2.5 hours maybe is when the first set of nukes went off.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
It was 2.5 hours in.
Yeah, but those last 2.5 hours probably hit us pretty hard as it became 1 nuke, 2 nuke, 3 nuke, with 2 of those nukes hitting our main point objectives. Yeah. So, maybe the night game will help fix that out. But no matter what happens on Saturdays, the way the Sunday scenario is, we start with more objectives and we have to be defensive in the beginning if we so choose to do so. And if we're able to hold that, then of course that could easily turn the tide. You're going to make it at least a close match, or even if worst case scenario you still lose, at least it's a good fair game and it's a fun time.
Yeah.
Well, here's the other thing about that to add on to is also that we start in the one area that has the most points, Alpha or FULDA. Yeah. We start immediately there. That is the place that holds the most points.
That is years past.
I believe we can't lose Alpha at all. We lose last year we didn't lose Alpha, which is where I was last year. If we hadn't lost Alpha, we would have won. But we lost Alpha in the last 2 minutes of the game. They airstriked us. I was left with 2 other people, and we were out of ammo.
Were the points really that close last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
If we had just kept Alpha,
It was like
we would have been just fine.
points.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Alpha's about 200.
And okay, I didn't know that because I like to point out the Saturday on last year as well was pretty rough in comparison to Sunday. So
I will say, yeah, that was.
Okay.
I think I actually played the full tournament.
David,
You really don't want to ask me that question.
I don't want
I
to
will.
answer that question. Axe away and swing.
All right.
I was totally fucking. I'm at you. Chop chop.
Basically, not to sound conceited, but I feel like we are winning.
no.
But
We're all
Like
winners
your
at heart.
opinion, this is his opinion. So go for it.
but no,
They give
no,
it
I
out
feel
now.
like NATO is winning. Only because I feel like they're winning by a lot more than what
What we want to believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they had us running. Well, they didn't have us running, but they had a lot of our unit running. And I mean, whenever they was running down the hill, we can only do but so much. We already know that they're coming down the hill. That means they got every place else. And I saw them stacking up beside their little tank on their upside, and then I'm like, do y'all see this right here? Next thing we know, they all come running down. All of them.
Valorant times are apart. They're apart.
Now, it was a bad attempt on their part, but some of their people, by the time I was walking off the field after I got done getting hit in the face, in the iPro, there was one other guy on like one of the water kegs, and there's one of our guys on the other side of the water keg.
About cat and mouse?
They were playing cat and mouse, yes. And I don't know who won. Well, we all know who won, technically.
What? Between the 2 of them? Don't know.
Yeah, I don't know between the 2. But, I mean...
I left my boy off of one thing, though. We did have a guy throw a grenade and hit 9 people in the face with it.
Yeah.
Damn, I gave him a
Oh,
grenade and I threw
damn.
it around and he threw it and hit 9 people in the face with it. I was very proud. It was not a grenade, I just didn't throw it.
So is that Josh?
Night game.
That game.
Night game.
Like,
Well, I mean,
you got back on the field.
yeah, first time.
You got on the field for the first time.
Yeah, basically.
After reinventing your gun.
Literally.
I love hearing about this.
Oh gosh, I want to hear this.
We'll start off with, well, you guys weren't there. You 3 weren't there.
No, we were just fucking shit up
Yeah.
all day where
I would love to hear
No,
Ranger.
I want to hear from y'all's perspective.
Chandler, that game.
Actually, no, I want to hear Corey start off with the movement, the initial movement to where we had to relink up.
Relink in the blind darkness fog of the
Apparently,
world.
according to Corey here, we were walking through
The Alpha. Yeah.
and 1 second, according to him, 1 second I'm in front of him, and then the next second, whoosh, I'm gone like a ghost.
Like, turned for a second, like, and then, like, locked eyes under the nearest person, I guess. And then I followed him thinking it was Alpha. He had the same figure, or Adam.
No.
Yeah, hey, Alpha, what's up?
That's Alpha.
Bravo.
Here's
Hey,
Charlie.
Alpha.
But that's Charlie. He's doing it.
I'm foxtrotting.
Well,
I saw a person in front of me. I'm like, that's Adam, I guess. Followed him for, I don't know, 50 feet in the blind darkness, and heard him talking like, Adam? No, I'm so and so. Oh shit!
Don't worry, that happened to me.
I
That
had
happened to
moved
me
up,
once.
I had made a turn, got up the hill a little bit, got on that road, and found a barricade to get behind. Looked back, nobody's there.
You know what you need? You remember the clickers?
Right?
You need clickers.
I need cat eyes.
Or you need cat eyes, but you need
Need
clickers.
nods.
So I get on the
Nods,
radio, I'm like, Corey, where are you? And he's like, a white round bunker.
This is the only thing I can fucking see.
All right. I'm like, all right.
This is very vague information that you're giving me right now. Can
Corey,
you
come up
please
the
do something
road.
else?
And he's like, okay, you know, come up the road. I'm like, okay. So there for a couple minutes. You make it to the road yet? No, dude, we're still sitting down here in the bunker. All right, you need to go up the road. Couple minutes go by. You made it to the road yet? No, dude, we're still in the bunker.
It's because there's fucking like 4 NATO dudes at the fucking fire line shining lights. Like, I'm not fucking moving.
Did you just need to tell him that?
What?
To tell him, hey, there's 4 NATO guys
Oh, no.
on my shining
It's just
light?
like we're working on it.
From my perspective,
And also
I
we're
can see
like-
the lights, right?
Okay.
But it's from up in the field, and they're hitting the lights on the foliage at the edge of the tree line, and we're deep in that wood line. So all they're getting is flashback on the leaves. They weren't being able to see them move to begin with.
In our perspective,
But
though,
he
we
didn't know
think
that.
they're like right at the fucking tree
All right,
line.
in
And
their
we're down
defense-
here. I guess Adam's right here, but we see them right here. That's what we think. But they're actually way back at fucking Rex, or with the fuck, I don't know, fucking 80,000 fucking lumen light
All
bulbs
right,
or some shit.
in their defense, I'll say this. I spent 12 years in the infantry doing this shit at night. That what we did tonight, I was so happy. I was like a ghost.
Quite fucking literally disappeared like a motherfucker.
I
You never looked fucking back?
yes.
What'd you see?
Nothing.
Fucking foreshadows of yourself?
This is what he saw. This is what he saw.
So
That's what I always thought. Nothing.
Also, we did get in
I guess
contact.
it
It
doesn't
was
help
really
that
big help.
he's on
It was
6'1",
really help.
290 pounds. I am whisper quiet in the woods.
No, it doesn't help because I even know, like you were right beside me. I didn't even want. I walked right past you, and then that's when you said. So I was like, "Oh, hey, it's you." That's when I came to the conclusion. Oh my gosh, no, hold on, he's actually next to me. That wasn't at night though. That was the funny part. I was in freaking daylight. I still didn't see you.
So we finally linked back up.
Finally.
And
Hey,
then-
the way we linked up is his description of where you were. I'm on the road. I can't see
I
a
had
fucking
one
road.
foot on the road, technically.
Like, you might as well describe widths of trees. It's the only thing to say. And we end
What's
up
the
getting
rocks
to
on the
this
road?
road, I guess, and he gets on the bike.
I'm literally, from me to you, as far from him, right?
Like, we had no idea. It was right there. It's
But
like,
we was
he goes
still.
on the radio. 06, this is Romeo 6. Where are you at? Like, we're on a fucking road. You know, I just see a shadow move up like 10 feet from my left. Like, there you are, motherfuckers.
You
Like,
know,
oh, shit.
wait. When he
Now,
said
now I
that, when
had
he
seen
said that,
guys move up and lay down,
Yeah.
right? And I knew that they were, some guys. But I call it, I guess, I wasn't loud enough person to person because you whisper quiet on the mic.
Well, yeah, John.
Yeah, you were
This
really
guy-
fucking quiet on the mic.
So
That's
I
early.
was
fucking
using- I was using
understand
my
you.
nighttime tactical voice. Yeah. So
They're not.
then I hear him go, "Yeah, we're on the road from here and here." I'm like, that loud motherfucker.
what? Hey,
Like,
you want to
I
know
was
something
pissed.
so crazy? This was so crazy. Whenever we laid down, I heard him talking.
But you
When
couldn't
he-
figure out it was through
when
the
he
earpiece
asked.
or where he was.
And I was like, I turned around, I saw one big ass shadow. And then I hear Corey say we on the road, and I see him moving up. I was like, first off, you was about to get shot because I didn't even know. You don't sneak up on me.
you know,
But-
stumpy.
But And the thing is-
motherfucker.
I walked straight past him the first time, lay down,
Had no idea.
and then
what
next
was
thing, and then I hear his voice on the mic, and then I hear his voice in person. I turn around, I see him as a big object, and then Corey answers, and then I see him come up. I'm like, oh no, Jesus
there.
Christ!
Y'all didn't even see me right there.
No, dude, it is just.
I saw you
it's
once.
just
I
pitch
looked
black,
back.
and Fog fuck. And right now,
Fuck.
fog
Oh,
fuck.
which is my excuse for what happened later on.
Oh,
That's-
sure, now you fucking say that shit.
Now I have an excuse.
All right,
Ow.
so we crawl up to the edge of the wood line, and I think before I had them come up,
We were flanking Rex,
yeah,
and we went all the way around Opiafa, assaulted from our right to Rex.
all right, so we get up there, we got a bunch of Warsaw guys with night vision, thermals, and all that, doing suppressive fire. We get up on the edge of Rex, and we are holding a breach point.
We went
I'm
line of
sitting there,
rest, moved up with support by fire.
and we're laying down fire. We get up to the breach point, and we're online on the wall at the breach point. And we're laying down heavy fire into the base, and we are screaming for the rest of Warsaw to move their asses up.
Oh Lord, where were they?
They're
Not
behind the fucking
moving.
new tank bugger or whatever.
That is why my voice sounds like this right now,
ABS
like his
fucker.
voice sounds.
Typical.
So finally, I say, fuck it. Right?
Fuck it, we'll do it
And
ourselves.
I call for us to breach. Well,
When did you say that?
about the time you went over the berm, you told me, but I didn't hear you tell me.
We started getting contact on our left, like, fuck it, everyone over the fucking shit now! Like, we're all gonna
No.
fucking die.
So him and them go over the berm, and I breach to the breach point.
I need to exit stage left. Molten, you're right.
Okay.
I think
I breach the breach point, and then what happened, Corey? Actually, you know, let's ask
Oh,
David what happened.
I don't know where Chandler was at this, but I said,
I was
get the
between-
fuck over! Get over the fucking bunkers! Get in the fucking ditch! And so me and David fucking, after laying down fucking like, 3 rounds of, or 3 3 mags of fucking suppressing fire, just laying the shit out of racks while everyone moving up. Then the guy in the someone started shooting us at our left. We're like, all right, over. Okay. So we go over, and we're sitting there for like 10, 15 seconds after going over. Just, I guess you were cleaning your fucking goggles.
Yeah.
Great fucking time for that shit.
I know, right?
Fucking assaulting. Fuck.
Let
I'm
me
sorry.
tell you.
Dumb move. I'm sorry. But then Adam comes strolling down the ditch. Strolling, just walking a fucking park. Pew, pew, shoots David. Then I look up and see just a figure.
A gun.
A fog figure. Just shoot me right in the fucking dick. Thank you. And I'm like, oh, I guess I'm fucking out. I didn't know NATO was right fucking here because I remember literally going over like, all right, fucking here.
I do the same.
And I see the fucking suppressor. This fucking Adam suppressor. I'm like, you motherfucker, you just shot your own fucking team. I'm fucking furious.
Now, I like the way David tells it because David says that I was pretty quick.
He was pretty quick. When me and Shifty jumped over and cleared out the whole trench.
Shooting your own team is never a good thing.
No,
I'm sorry.
I was
However,
like, we was already clean. Like, we wasn't getting shot at. I looked. I was like, all right, cool. Let me take off my goggles. Wiping out my goggles. And next thing I know, I see a big object from the side of my vision just shoot, like with a long barrel gun, just come and run up, shot me here, and I turned my face in enough time because I was like, I'm already hit. I'm about to just cover now. Boom, boom, and then I felt it clip my ear, and then he shot Shifty and kept running. I didn't see Adam at all.
You didn't fucking hesitate, like, oh, hey, sorry for shooting into dick and everything here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm yelling at you,
the
like,
blood mist coming.
Adam, what the fuck? No, you just shot us.
Well, by the time you yelled, it was to my back, and I thought you were like drunk, because I thought you guys were still trailing me through the fucking range.
Dude. Anyway,
we
so
told you
we're like,
we
fuck
was going
this,
in.
whatever, you're an idiot.
Here's the
Friendly fuck.
Here's the kicker to the whole thing. I cleared the rest of the compound and didn't find one goddamn Natar in the entire fucking place.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but
all
you
ran off.
but
They
don't
just all
worry.
ran away or something.
He shot
fucking-
2 team members.
We had
in the
like
process.
fucking 7 or 8 dudes just fucking tagging every fucking place anyone could fucking peek out of. We fucking put a lot of
Alright,
fucking rounds on that
and then
shit.
we took
Okay, so we cleared that shit, and
then we started
maybe like
fire
30
to the
seconds
next
go
town.
by. Oh, there's fucking NATO into 2 bunkers next to each other, about 150 feet away from Rex, something like
Not
that.
that far.
And we're like, Chandler, David, assault, fucking cover, and literally we're just fucking tagging the fuck out of these fucking bunkers constantly while they move up, they clear. How much kills did you guys get in those fucking bunkers?
There's at least 2 guys, because this guy said weave, but there's probably 2 or 3 guys.
2 or 3 guys.
Chandler bunker tag.
And they what they do?
Oh, no, we bunker tagged him, so we actually got him.
All right.
But so the situation was, you guys were able to get quite a few guys who were with us, including some guys with nods to help us do suppressive fire, as me and David went straight for the newer bunker, which is in between. And we got to there, trying to, we just bum rushed it. And then there, from the nearby wood line on our right, we had some guy using tracer airsoft BBs.
Yeah, that fucking guy was everywhere.
Yeah, well, I think there's a couple of them. But, some guys like them, I don't. But
This gun wasn't shooting very far.
yeah, and
It really wasn't.
but it was enough to scare us. And me and David went pretty low, and for a couple seconds we kind of pinned down there. We're trying to shoot back, and you guys were able to help us out. And we said, no, this wasn't our objective. And so David keep shooting, like spun around and smacked the bunker tag real quick, and somehow I was still alive. And I was afraid that there was quite a few NATO guys outside the bunker because they were expecting what's about to happen.
Yeah.
But apparently not. Apparently they're all in the bunker. So we were able to take them out and secure that.
Yeah,
quickly.
from my perspective on that
They
one,
were not able to fucking peek out of those windows.
yeah,
I can tell you that.
From our perspective, the amount of volume of suppressed fire that was going down range to cover your movement up there was getting them bottled up. You know, that way you guys could do the task that you had to do.
Yeah.
They weren't peeking out for shit.
Yep.
Not at all.
And from there, after that, we kind of went back to the Rex area as the rest of Warsaw finally moved up. There was a couple of guys of nods who helped out a bunch. They could see most of the field, and they're able to give us a good idea of where in Rex needed to be, have guys pulling security. Then a couple of them went out and did recon for us, check out Sim City, and gave us some info there. And from there, we kind of just held security for 10, 20 minutes, and then we pulled out.
Kind of died a little bit.
Yeah, Corey and Adam got a.
We're like, all right, we have our fill. We took this base. No one died. No one died. All right. Except this guy shooting me and David, fucking idiot, or like fucking friendly firing. Oh man, whatever.
So the whole process took us about almost exactly an hour to take, correct? Because someone asked me for the time about 5 minutes after we took it, we're securing stuff, and they said I looked at it exactly 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So it took us an hour to, in the dark without us personally using the night vision. We had guys assisting us, but to move down the hill, do OP Alpha, get prone, kind of bound across the field.
It's really fucked up that the only guys assaulting Rex in the middle of the night had no night vision, while the guys with the night vision sat on the sidelines.
Yeah, but I will be the devil advocate here because in their defense, they were ahead of us, secured FULDA to make sure no one came behind us, and they provided Overwatch and intel.
Oh, it's true, but I mean, they could have kicked out like 1 or 2 guys to, lead in. But hey, we did the job. We got it done. We were effective.
You did the job.
David ended up with a stomach wound and a sucking chest wound, and Corey got his nuts blown off.
Yes, Adam. So what's the problem? So what's the problem?
One, we conquered the objective. There's no problem.
The joke went flying right past you. It's okay.
What's the problem with you shooting us here, and
I still secured the fucking objective.
I'm gonna go.
It's time for
I'm gonna
us to
go
talk to the AWOL counselor.
I'm gonna learn how to bike properly and go Tour de France 4 times in a row.
Okay, well, there's the joke. There we go.
Bubba, you're in the way. You're fat.
My bad.
Scrawny
Oh
ass,
man,
which
this
doesn't make
is
any
such a high
sense.
quality straight. Look at this.
All right.
I'm out.
All right.
No, we have different sponsors for this webcam. Sorry, man.
Man.
This is the
You want to be a bubble?
casting camp. All right, we're gonna call it a night here. It's been our AAR.
That's
Day
horrific.
1. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. We have a lot of footage. We got a pretty big video to release for FULDA. It's going to take some time to edit.
Because this was the biggest one
It's the
ever.
biggest filming experience that we've ever had to deal with. So, I'm Spartan 650. This is Ranger David, Ranger Chandler. That
Serial
was
killer panda.
Spartan Bubba, Logan that asshole, and Tina and Ranger Welch.
But
and
camping camp though. What was that about?
what? Oh,
What kind of business we talking?
have a good night, Nito.
Bye, Nate.
Bye.